Rest, bro.
Yo, in the morning, the ride to town is so long.
Usually when we joke around, we say it's like a flight to Joburg. That's why Bino always falls asleep, like eat literally every ride, whether we're going to or from home.
So I've mentioned 2 podcasts before that were helpful in either helping or just addressing some issues around streetwear brands in SA. Today we'll be looking into another one called Maak and Plan in Cape Town. The podcast focuses on movers and shakers on the come up in either fashion, media and other things in South Africa. I came across the channel while creating my last video, so I guess the algorithm just picked up from there. So the guest on the podcast is
Andile, Dlamini, and I'm 24 years of age and I'm one of the founding fathers of VLOGX.
So the first thing he talks about is getting into university with his cousin, and with the ease of internet access, it helped him get into the world of hypebeast and streetwear brands.
I think we're like first years in 2015. Yeah, we're like first year in CPUT, so that was like first time getting that much access to internet, being able to download like your crazy hypebeast documentaries like to your flash drive. So like from there, we started like getting like very fond of like street culture and just like everything around it. Then from there we're like, yo bro, listen, surely from all this information we're taking in, surely we can put something out, bro, if ever we had to filter out what works for us.
100%.
And later after university, they try out modeling and DJing. Pretty much anything that can keep them in the creative space. That's when, instead of going back home, he starts assembling a group of friends to live together, all of whom had creative ideas as well. Unfortunately, they could not live closer to town, so they had to live further away.
At the time, it's yourself, it's Bino.
No, Bino
came in the third.
Me, Coins
and Zwa, for sure.
We always like moved the 3 of us.
For sure.
More like when we're like taking up space, it was always just like the 3 of us.
For sure.
At the time.
For sure.
As much as it's a bigger collective,
100%.
other homies could never like usually always like make it. Sometimes maybe old lady would say, yo, nah, you can't go out.
Yeah.
Whereas me and the other 2 homies, like we
rebellious.
Being rebellious is always. Whereas for me and Coins, it was not really being rebellious because, like I said, we lived with the older
100%.
who was understanding and like he knew where we were trying to go.
For sure.
So yeah, so when we moved out, it was me, Coins, and Mzwa. And then the following month, Bino moved from Woodstock to Mfuleni.
It started out with just him and his cousin, and it later grew from there. They moved around from place to place, faced eviction from all the parties they had.
Well, like our landlord kind of like evicted us. Because it was like, yo, you guys are partying so much, you're turning my house into a club. So we're like, no, bro, we're not. We still pay rent in time. We're young, dog. Like our life is, this is what our lifestyle is.
For sure.
We're still young, bro, trying to figure it out.
For sure.
So I was like, nah, I can't have young people living in my house, because one day he came into our house and found like over like 200 empties of like black label cots.
Oh,
bro.
man.
Like, fuck, no ways this is my house. No fucking
yeah,
way. So it's like, Jens, I'm giving you till the end of this month, you gotta be out of this house. Fuck.
They also had to downgrade and move further away from the city. At this point, he also shares that he actually went through depression. A lot of the group members had actually separated due to various reasons, and so they just had to struggle for a little bit, which I think just puts a lot of things into perspective. Now things actually start turning around when we actually get to House 3, which was actually coined the House of Dreams.
Yeah, dog. So, like, okay, sure. At this time, like you've done a couple events at like Evol, Late Night Shandies. You know, everything is like bubbling up again. Homies are DJing more.
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
Because also
we're still like trying to like infiltrate the scene.
Yeah.
Music scene was it's kind of tricky. So
sure.
The homies are still trying to infiltrate the scene at this point. When we still live in Fulani, homies are still trying to infiltrate the scene. I'd say
sure.
Like, homies started playing more often when we established Clubhouse.
Yes. But I get you. But like you guys still had a pocket though with these like we played mostly at our events and like maybe every now and then. For sure. But the stamp really came when Clubhouse came. But before Clubhouse came, the inception of Space Sounds came, which was the ecosystem of what the music side of Broke is. You know what I'm saying? So I think with the introduction of Space Sounds, you were able to delegate, okay, sure, clothing is gonna be broke is gonna be this vehicle, and underneath this vehicle is gonna be so many different platforms and incubators of ideas. Space Sounds being one, and Clubhouse being the other. You know what I'm saying? So I think, well, I know with those two introductions, boy, what was the plan?
I took this as creating a lifestyle around your brand. For somebody to want to actually wear your brand, it has to represent something to the consumer, either a lifestyle or movement. And I think that a brand without it is essentially just a logo on a t-shirt. Anyway, at this point, lockdown hit. He said he already had tried starting up his brand before, which is something that I've actually gone through as well. So they actually start relaunching the brand again along with new projects.
With which two introducing
Space Sounds. Yeah.
So like I said, like I'm always grateful for Coin's journey back to Josie.
Yeah.
Because it kinda like opened his vision more, like in terms of music wise, like it kinda like pushed his passion, if I can say, like him going to Josie, meeting homies like Not the Jab and the other homies, just like kind of in Sub Zulu and like all the other homies that he met when he was that side, kind of like just pushed his passion. Because when he came back, I would say he did find change in Josie. He came back and said like, bro, I want to do music full time. He said, I want to do music full time, bro. Like I found my sound. It's not what anyone makes.
Yeah.
I'm even struggling to find a record label that can sign me, because my sound is so different.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna make my own record label, Space Sound, a record label that allows for different kinds of sounds. There's more than enough space for different kinds of sounds. Hence the idea Space Sound. So it comes to him like, you're perfect, bro. Let's run with that.
Yeah. Beautiful, bro. Cause
started pushing that the Space Sound. Started pushing that. I think he started pushing it more during like lockdown.
Yeah.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus, coronavirus.
Now, at this point, they actually put in a lot of time and research into making sure that this time around they put out something that's of high quality and actually get the recognition that they deserve.
I think we also tried to like curate it to a point where like the crowd could, like the public could see that like we're trying to take this serious. Like this time we're coming back like with more dedication. We're trying to really do this for real, bro.
Yes.
Hence the better qualities, the key openers, the stickers, the free stripe horse. Like we're trying to make it as wholesome
as possible. Yeah, and like
as memorable as possible.
And it's those little things that really
things that like also like our people appreciate, man. Because like we're thinking most of the people that support us is mostly youth, and I don't want you to get to my launch and say, fuck, I need to worry about buying a beer. At the same time, I still need to worry about buying this Bruce t-shirt. Fuck, no, man. So like, yo, let's try take away the minor stresses and just focus on giving people good time.
Good times, yeah.
And just making sure that this day is memorable for everyone who came to celebrate with us.
He also mentions working at Art Club and Friends just to learn about running the business side of things. Seeing how an actual business is run firsthand will always trump anything that you're actually going to come across online. Another thing I found inspiring was the willingness to move and expand, going into new territories, making new connections, and exposing yourself to a new market.
Boy, that week that we spent in Joburg, we can equate it to what you call, boy, that's a concept, boy.
That's a concept.
Bro,
that's
like
a concept that can never happen in real life, in real time. It's a concept.
Take me through that trip to Joburg on the bus, and take me through that 7 days we spent there, and that concluding moment where that felt to you that, okay, sure, we've came and we conquered, my brother.
Bro, like I said, bro, like going to Joburg, it felt like, yo, we're not just going there for ourselves. We're going to represent our city. We're going to represent Cape Town. Like, if ever we had like flopped that trip, like it would have like reflected bad on what we're doing this side. So I felt like that trip came with so much pressure. At the same time, came with so much excitement in terms of, fuck, like we're going to Joburg just as homies. We built this house. Like, what we believe in ourselves, bro. Like, it takes so much belief to say, listen, I'm gonna take money and just spend it all into this one thing.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. Like, I have no guarantee of what this carries. And I also don't even know how I did the budget for that thing, but it just seemed to work out so perfect because I don't remember us being hungry or us running out of anything. I mean, we went there with accommodation, we came back, everything was chilled. But like, that was a crazy week, bro. Like, just getting there.
Places such as pop-ups allow you to understand the people that love and support your brand. People coming far, waiting long hours just to buy your products. These are the spaces that grow the brand by creating spaces where people who love the brand can meet up and connect. Again, at this point, they actually start talking about something that I've actually mentioned before in my past videos, which is creating a path for other people and creators to follow as well. So you always have to have a mindset of a trailblazer, because there are people that are actually going to follow behind you while trying to figure out their own space in this community. The most inspiring part about this whole podcast for me was when the brand got covered by Budweiser.
Broke is an evolving story of a bunch of friends who had nothing but a goal in mind.
And him having his family actually start to recognize just how influential the work he was doing was getting. It's something I identify with so much because art as a career isn't something that a lot of people actually feel comfortable with. This could be because of just how volatile it can be, and you're actually never sure if you're going to get the success that you're working for. After that, they do a couple more collaborations, and they also start noticing a gap around the environment in Cape Town. He shares a lot of information that you can use if you're just starting out, or if you're already going down through this path of starting out a brand, or maybe just being an artist. He shares a lot of information on this podcast that I think can be useful and be inspiring to you guys. So yeah guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are really close to reaching our goal, which is 1,000 subscribers. So yeah man, I am out of here and we'll be back with another video.